there is a whole host of buffs and nerfs now available on the Overwatch PTR. Now, eagle-eyed viewers will probably notice something a little bit different with McCree here as I'm rolling around the training range. Look at the HP. 250 HP. Now, McCree on live only has 200 HP. And one of the issues with McCree, he doesn't really feel very survivable, does he? Because he's only got 200 HP. He's only got his little roll. Yeah, sure, he can flashbang if you get near him. But, I mean, that's all he's kind of got. Now, that's all well and good. However, there is a nerf to McCree, and it is to his recovery rate with the Peacekeeper. So, this is when he's firing. There is a longer delay now in recovery. It used to be 0.42 seconds. It is now 0.5 seconds. He feels a little bit heavier. Now, I play a ton of McCree. In fact, I was literally just playing McCree on the live servers, and then I noticed there was a PTR update, so I just had to jump in and check this out. I still don't know what to make of this just yet. I mean, obviously, it feels weird because I'm used to the beat of McCree normally. Now, this is a bit weird, I'm not going to lie, but it's a trade-off for increased HP. Maybe we can get used to that. I don't know. But yeah, that's the McCree change. I agree with it on paper to begin with. But remember, guys, this is super early days with this patch on the PTR. Literally, like, it's been live for 10 seconds. And I've joined the PTR. Well, it's been live for about 10 minutes probably before I've got onto it. But yeah, there you go. So McCree, base health increased from 200 to 250. Peacekeeper primary fire recovery time decreased from 0.42 to 0.5 seconds. But Deadeye, firing Deadeye no longer locks the player's aim. So, actually, I should have probably tested that. I didn't realize that was the thing. Hang on. Let's get Deadeye, because I just totally wasted Deadeye in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it does feel a bit weird, that does, the McCree change. To the recovery time. It feels like he's... He doesn't feel as snappy as he used to. I don't know if I like this the more I shoot the bots. Because normally, like, my warm-up regime is shooting the bots with McCree. So this just feels a bit weird to me. Unless I'm crazy and I've lost my mind, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, so, Deadeye, firing Deadeye no longer locks the player's aim. Yeah, so you can move as you fire. You're not just... Okay, whatever. That's fine. That's fine. That's cool. Okay, all right. So, let's move on to the other changes. I mean, again, these changes, we can go in more depth in another video. I just want to get this out there to show you guys what's going on. So Reaper has been nerfed. Now, a lot of you guys are probably going to love this. I'm going to love this because Reaper is massively pissing OP at lower levels because he just doesn't die. So Reaper's change is a pretty simple one. His passive, so the heal, the life steal when he does damage, has been reduced from 40 to 30%. There's a 10% reduction there. This, I think everybody liked because... Well, everybody will like because he just lasted too long. He had way too much survivability. And at lower ranks, and when I say lower ranks, you know, he was really dominant from literally from bronze through till probably plat, to be honest. He's really powerful. Of course, I don't have the statistics like Blizzard have got, but I can look at the feedback you guys have been sending to me and just generally the community, and everybody kind of was annoyed with Reaper. He just didn't die. So now he will die more, which is a good thing. So that's the only change to Reaper. So the next hero we're going to move on to is Irisa. Now, again, there's a bunch of nerfs here. So Irisa, primary fire, the fusion driver, now does less damage. So damage reduced from 11 to 9 damage. Another nerf for Irisa. Irisa is pretty powerful. So, yeah, we've got a nerf there coming in for Irisa. Fortify, this is the big one, though, because remember, Fortify is a bit stupid and a bit good. So what they've done to this is the cooldown is increased from 8 to 10 seconds. So when this finishes, you guys watch down the bottom right, there's now 10 seconds on that. Still reducing the same amount of damage it did before, though, but you just can't use it as often. I think that's probably pretty good. But the big one, this is the big one. They have nerfed Halt. So snare duration reduced from 1 to 0.65 seconds. So if I can kind of show this, it's when it grabs onto them and pulls them. It's not as long. It's actually shorter. So this means Halt isn't as powerful as it was before. So you can move quicker, basically, when you get halted. So as you get halted, you'll be able to move faster than you can on live servers. Again, another nerf to Irisa. All of Irisa's power lies in Halt. And now you can kind of escape it. You see the bot there? It kind of escaped it a bit easier. And she does less damage as well. So yeah, I kind of like this because Irisa's power level, I think, is dictated by the power of Halt. So... changing that, yeah. Nerfing the damage as well. Maybe that's a bit too much, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll take that. That's good. So next up, we've got Sigma. Now, Sigma, again, has been nerfed here. So let's check this out. So Sigma, Hyperspheres, the primary fire, the range has been reduced from 22 to 20 meters. I don't know if I can sort of show you guys that from I mean, this is, again, just means that 2 meters have been knocked off the range of the attack. So it detonates closer than it would. I mean, it's still like a sort of mid-range attack, right? It's still probably still going to feel fairly similar, this is, so maybe not a huge change. But what is a huge change, and I won't be able to show you this on the PTR, guys, well, in the training range anyway, is Sigma can now be interrupted while he's casting Gravitic Flux. So basically what's happened to this is can now be interrupted before targets begin falling. Impact slow duration is reduced from 0.9 to 0.6 seconds. So I guess to quickly explain, can now be interrupted before targets begin falling. I think that means as you're hit by it and you go up into the air, the Sigma is still casting the ability. If you stun him, you will not fall down, I think. Now, I may have got that wrong. So this here, as you're up in the air, if you stun him, then I don't think you get the effect. Can now be interrupted before targets begin falling. Or it just cancels his ultimate outright. I mean, that is pretty huge. Again, that's something that's going to take a bit further testing, but that is just still a bit mental. So Sigma and Irisa have been blasted with nerfs here. This is Blizzard saying, look, these are the best tanks in the game. We're just going to annihilate them. Yeah, that's an interesting sort of direction to go in. So the next hero is Baptitse. Now, again, where are you, Baptitse? Again, Baptitse has suffered from a ton of nerfs recently, and rightfully so, because he's been really quite powerful. As well, Sigma does have another nerf, which is to accretion. So the rock explosion damage reduced from 60 to 40. So again, another nerf. Nerfed his damage, nerfed his range, nerfed his ultimate. Unlucky Sigma. So Baptitse, biotic launcher primary fire, recovery time increased from 0.36 to 0.5. So this is his primary fire. I think this is to combat the Soldier 76 damage comparison, probably. So yeah, now he will fire slightly slower. So he will do less damage. It's still going to be okay. I mean, and you never really ran around with this guy and did damage in the game like this, right? You're healing primarily. So the next nerf is actually to the heal. So biotic launcher, heal explosion, reduced from 60 to 50. So straight up, he loses 10 additional healing every time the grenade explodes. Nerfs across the board here, but guess what, guys? There's one hero we missed, and I'm gonna show you guys this because you're probably gonna love it. Well, it's probably gonna be hard to show, but I know I'm gonna love it, and I know a lot of people out there are probably gonna really super love this. It's Hanzo. So Hanzo, storm arrows have been nerfed. Damage reduced from 70 to 60. So this only does 60 damage a hit now. It doesn't do 70. That's not bad, actually. You know, you think you've got 5 shots in storm arrows, you're losing 10 damage on each one. It's a lot, really. In a way, you can say it's almost you lose an arrow from the quiver when you, well, I guess from the, well, can we call it a magazine? I don't know what you would call it, but you kind of lose an arrow because of the damage reduction. So yeah, I mean, I think this is something we were asking for. So yeah, I don't know, like, guys, these changes are literally live on the PTR right now. If you're on PC, you can go and check this out. I think that these are, they look good to me. The McCree one is weird because I'm a McCree player. Like, I guess this goes back to the whole bias of like, oh my god, that's the hero I play. McCree feels like he's shooting in treacle. I mean, again, I've only really tested it out literally like a few minutes before recording this video and in the video, but it does feel a little bit weird. But he's got 250 health. I mean, that is huge. That means McCree is a tanky old boy. He's like May now, in a way. He just doesn't have the survivability kit that May's got. But I guess he can flashbang you. All right, guys. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Again, we're still waiting for what, and this as well. It's a bit weird. We're still, well, it's good. We're still waiting for the big update, whatever the hell that is going to be, in the comments of Jeff, which will be in the dev update video, which should come out early next week, I'm going to say, potentially. Let's just guess and say probably Tuesday that's going to come out, and maybe that contains a new system. If you watched the video on the channel earlier on in the day, we did sort of go into detail on what that could be. Again, I'm still looking for what you guys think on that. But yeah, all right, guys, I'm going to leave this video at that. So changes are live in the PTR. Big nerfs across the board to a bunch of heroes, but a McCree buff. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Toodaloo!